One.
What's up, folks? It's your boy JESCOMAYNE. Got the host right here, UCEJUICE. How'd you spend your St. Patrick's Day yesterday?
You know what? You know how I spent my St. Patrick's Day? I'll tell you how I did. I was at fucking work. I got a workout in, and I went straight to fucking bed because I had to wake up at 6 a.m. this morning to be right back at work, man. Shitty way, but hey, I got the green on. I'm supporting. You know what I mean? I'm supporting the
Hell
cause.
yeah, that's what it's
So,
about, man.
how about you, man? Tell me
For
about that.
myself, man, I got trashed up. I got this big old
Mm.
glass mug. I think it holds up to like maybe 40 something ounces. And I tore that thing up. I had chugged like three of them.
Yeah. What was your
So
beer? What
that
was
was
your beer
about
of choice last night?
nine beers later, right there. So like 10 beers and like 340 ounces. But that was like I was gone, bro. I didn't even mean to drink that. It was just I don't know what the hell happened. Not gonna happen again. That's way too much. I probably end up dying one of these days doing that shit.
I didn't mean to drink it. It just fell in my hand and it just ended up in my.
Right. I don't know
Oh,
what
pause.
made me
No,
do
no.
it. I just know I got my drunk ass to the fridge and me myself, I pooped that drink. Aside from that, I'm really feeling like crap right now, so I had to do it heavy duty style with that still reserve.
Ooh, still
I just gotta
reserve.
wake up, man. I'm just not feeling that good. But what's up, Uso? We starting off raw?
Yeah, we are, man. So Monday Night Raw, we open up. Uh, I think we opened up with the promo, right? This week on Monday Night Raw with Edge. Edge opening the
Edge,
show.
yeah. Man, I actually
It's-
missed the first part, but good thing my bro told me what the hell happened. And
yeah.
it's epic, bro. He just Edge announces a Hell in a Cell. And you know what? We're hearing rumors at the Royal Rumble 2023 that was supposed to be a Hell in a Cell, that event.
Oh,
And
at Royal
the
Rumble.
smart thing is to end it at WrestleMania Hell in a Cell. Props to Triple H for that, man.
Right. I mean, this storyline has been building for like the last year, I believe, right? I mean, this is a long storyline, so it's beneficial for both parties, for both Balor and for Edge, to end it at Mania in Hell in a Cell. And Balor hinting off that he's going to be go ahead and doing his spin-off demon gimmick for this WrestleMania, which is very peculiar in a way because he doesn't ever bring that gimmick out anymore too much. So to have the Judgment Day version of Demon Balor coming against Edge and Hell in a Cell at Mania, it seems all fitting to end a storyline that subsequently, it started off with Edge as the leader, and now it's kind of his way of ending his facade of the Judgment Day and just moving on. He doesn't have much time left, but you know what I mean. When he can go ahead and put forth matches like this and give us moments like this Hell in a Cell coming up, you gotta go ahead and learn how to embrace that kind of stuff when it's happening because it's gonna be
And
over soon.
as far as you said, long story, that's Edge's opponents are so limited due to that because you get in a great storyline like this and it keeps going months and months and it's just like they probably there's fans that's like, man, why is he wrestling Riddle, why he wrestling this guy, that guy, this guy? It's because when you got a great feud like that, it takes a while. It'll take, like right now with Finn Balor, it's been going on for months.
Right, and
And
he can't wrestle regularly. I mean, he's still, you know what I mean. He still had his neck fusion surgery. They say he's 100%, but WWE is very cautious when they handle talent like this, especially guys like Daniel Bryan and him and Edge who come off these career ending injuries and somehow finding their way back into the ring. So, like you said, they're limited, right? Like they can't. They can put forth this great storyline, but in the match itself, he can only wrestle these guys that are actually safe in the ring. Like Randy Orton, he can wrestle. He can wrestle guys like Cena. If you were to have another
and
match,
he got hurt with Orton too.
he did. He
Remember that
I think
backlash?
he tore his bicep or something, or he messed up something. I don't know. He was out for
Bruised
a minute.
ribs, I don't know, something like that.
Right.
Real quick, give a shout outs to Tom Cable and
Tom
Stan
Cable, Stan
Marsh. Thanks
Marsh.
for
Hey,
stopping
Tom
by.
Cable, man, I'm loving that new flat screen you got, man. Maybe you can go ahead and use that flat screen and learn how to play WWE 2K23.
Yeah, learn how to play
I heard,
after losing
I heard my
three,
man JESCOMAYNE was was whooping that ass. Shout out
bro.
to Isaiah. Isaiah, my little cousin Isaiah back in Hawaii is watching, man. What's up,
What's
man?
up? What's up, bro? Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by.
most
But
deaf, man. But
yeah, man. Back to Tom. That guy has to work on his WWE 2K. It was sad, man. Rematch after rematch. Hey, let's go again. Let's go again. All right.
yep,
Bro, it was so sad that I even put him in a handicap match. He was Undertaker and Kane, and I was Stone
that's
Cold.
that's
I still whooped
terrible.
his ass, bro.
That's terrible. Hey, Tom Cable, man, if you ever feel lonely on WWE 2K23, go ahead and come and play Fortnite. We'll go ahead and take care of you on Fortnite, man.
Yeah, there you
Anyways,
go.
rolling on with Monday Night Raw. We also had Brock Lesnar and Omos square off in a non-verbal promo. However, body language speaks volumes, right? You go ahead and you can kind of tell that they're trying to build this match to a prestige level match. But when you have talent like Omos and a guy who has a high caliber like Brock Lesnar, we know it's gonna go one way or another. But if Omos goes over on Brock, it only shows that Vince is trying to go ahead and pass the torch from Brock onto these other big wrestlers. But at what extent? Omos is not the guy who should be facing Brock Lesnar at a WrestleMania, no, without a shadow of a doubt. We should be
No,
having we should be having someone with a very higher decree. I
to
say,
me, this screams Vince, man. Only because I mean everybody's been saying it too. Only because last year we got Omos versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Now we're getting Omos versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That's kind of like
I
Vince is real long storytelling wise, and that's one right there. It's just
I
like
get
he wants Omos at these large WrestleMania against all these talents to bring them up. So
right.
that's what it seems like to me, man.
I get when you're trying to invest so much time and money into a single wrestler, but if you're trying to do it, at least do it for somebody who has a potential to be great, someone that's well rounded in the ring, someone who's great on the mic, someone who can do public appearances without having to stutter, or someone who has a total package. Guys like
Right.
Cena, guys like Reigns, those are the guys who deserve the push that they had, like Reigns versus
That's what I'm saying.
Taker. You know what I mean?
Those ridiculous pushes when it comes to like these big guy wrestlers, it just doesn't make sense to me because
It
yeah,
doesn't.
they can't talk, they can barely wrestle, they're so slow.
Right.
Man, that's one thing that I've always hated about that. But
But
I mean, it is what it is.
there's a lot of guys in NXT right now that have the potential to be great,
Right.
but it's a slow burner for a lot of those guys, right? They still don't appeal much to the public or to general audience because no one really knows them unless you actually watch the NXT product. But still at this point where Omos is about maybe 3 or 4 years in maybe on the main roster, yet still he's not really recognizable by the general public or to the casual fan. You know what I'm saying? So to give him a match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and potentially going over on Brock is definitely it's going to be degrading Brock Lesnar as the star that we know him to be. At the same time, unnecessarily pushing Lomos, who's clearly not ready to be at that level of a wrestler yet. You know what I'm saying?
I had to point out on this Raw too. It was Damian Priest with that choke slam. That was a nasty ass choke slam, bro.
Oh, most
Awesome
def.
way to get the win for Judgment Day. But
Yep.
I had to point that out, man. That was a badass choke slam.
Yeah, man. It was you, it sucks that Damian Priest isn't getting any kind of love for WrestleMania this year. He is one of the more agile and athletic guys. Shout out to Malosi who's watching this, but he's one of the more agile guys who wrestle in the business right now, and is potentially one of the biggest faces that's going to be coming around to main eventing WWE in the foreseeable future, right? But when you have, like, we go back on our last topic we just talked about, when you have guys like Omos who don't deserve it, but you got guys like Priest who do deserve that spotlight not getting any love, it's not balancing. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense, Vince. That's all we ask, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also during Omos and Brock Lesnar, I noticed that it was just that typical um where Brock Lesnar couldn't get him up, and they're invested in this where it's gonna pay off at WrestleMania. All the build, Omos getting thrown like a baby, like a rag doll, and this screams Vince, man. Another. I mean, I don't think that's anything that's not Triple H right there. Like it's just so clear to see that.
Right.
Um, but and the same at the same light, I can also say that it makes Brock Lesnar a bigger baby face fighting Omos because the
Not like
fans
he
don't
needs
even.
it. Not like he needs it, but yeah, quick. I just want to shout out my nephew Malosi, who's also watching this podcast right now. A lot of my family back home in Hawaii is watching. They're probably laughing at me right now, but could give a rat's. I love them
Hey,
all.
it's all good. Hey, it's
And
all good, man.
I'll see them in a few months because I'm actually going back home to Hawaii in May for a week, 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
So
let them
yeah,
watch, man. They're gonna
but
love
yeah,
it
man.
eventually.
Shout out to everybody back home watching right now. But we also rolling on. We had Cody Rhodes wrestling LA Knight on this edition of Monday Night Raw, which seemed,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, which
yeah.
we obviously knew who was gonna go over at the beginning of the match, but it kind of seems weird that LA Knight, who supposedly had so much potential rolling in and so much support rolling in uh, to this main roster run, suddenly taking a spiral into the rabbit hole of losing or being what you call being squashed every week. And we'll get on to the Friday night SmackDown edition of what happened, but on Monday Night Raw, obviously we knew that Cody Rhodes is going to go over in this episode of Monday Night Raw, but still, I worry about LA Knight. Hopefully, it's not something where he's going to go
No,
ahead
I
and
don't
have
see
this.
that because he wouldn't be wrestling Cody Rhodes. Only the best at this point are fighting Cody Rhodes. You
Yep.
know, they had Chad Gable already wrestle him. LA Knight just to bring him over to Raw so the audience can see him. What
Yep.
do you think about that Maximum Male model segment? I know people get tired of this, but screamed Vince McMahon on that promo big
It
time, man.
did.
The
It
whole thing with
screamed.
Otis,
Yeah.
doing the that crap or
Otis.
whatever.
It's
Yeah,
Otis.
Otis.
Otis. Otis.
Yeah, so I see a lot of that mustache bastard there.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Insane Hawaiian. He said, "Acknowledge me."
Shout out to Insane Hawaiian, man.
We're gonna have
Thanks
him
for
on the
tuning
show one
in.
of these days. You better be
Yes,
ready,
most
Insane
definitely,
Hawaiian.
man. Come on in anytime, man. However, we're gonna go ahead and bounce off to the about what you were asking about what you call it, bouncing off of what you had asked about what I thought about the whole thing. I think this Maximum Male Models is just one of those filler stables that they have to kind of give these guys something to do.
Yeah,
But
something to do.
I don't necessarily think that Otis needs to be. However, he fits right
Otis.
in. Otis, he fits right in from a comical point of view, from seeing
Yeah,
how
and now they're gonna
he's gonna
have Chad
blend in
Gable
with
more
it.
serious, so that makes sense.
It makes sense, and hopefully, like we talked about in the past weeks prior to this episode, like we want to see more of Chad Gable bringing this being this more serious wrestler and having this significant singles run. Maybe chasing after mid card titles to start it off. Definitely not main event
Nick
material
Cardona.
yet. But you know what I mean? Like let's get him rolling in with the mix of the singles competition from here on out. That'd be great.
Bro, after that LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, that promo was absolute fire. I don't know anything better, bro. That was just very very passionate, bro.
Yeah.
Talking to the cameraman that he's been there the same time that Cody's been there that long, and just to
Hmm.
see him come back and to see how badass WWE is, especially with the production and the cameraman and everybody's,
That's what happens when you
they've
have a
been
great.
working at this job forever.
Yep.
And it's cool that Cody acknowledges that and sees that and says that. It's just the most realist person right now, wrestler. He's just a real guy. That's what he is.
He
And
is,
I
and
and
he's
I'm already
genuinely.
seeing that
You
every
can
fucking Raw.
you can
Just
feel like he's
it's
very
different from it's
serious
different
about
from
that.
John Cena, man. John Cena, you could kind of see that he's going by the script and doing this and
Yep.
but with Cody, it's just so real, man. You could just feel his energy. I mean, I haven't seen a wrestler like this in a while, man. So
In a
speaking
while.
about generational talent, bam, there you go, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes definitely fits the mold for what you'd call the prototype of being the future of a business, man. You've seen it for years, but
So
shitty creative,
professional as well,
when you
man.
had shitty creative that tried to transform him into a version of Goldust that no one really cared for,
Yeah,
and to
yeah.
see him kind of do his little own excursion and veer off into the indies and start his own, had his own live wrestling house show that seated 10,000 or more in Chicago, sold out
Right.
first half hour, then have him go off and link up with a billionaire and three of his buddies to start their own wrestling company, the alternative to WWE, and then just for him to uh, come back and establish that what he's going for is his ultimate goal that he's always had, and that's the WWE Universal title. It's full
Bro,
circle.
from him being dashing Cody Rhodes, I mean, he made those gimmicks work, man. Especially that was
Yeah.
one of my favorite. Oh, the undashing was one of my. Gotta say,
Is that the
top
one with the
top two
face?
right there.
That's the one with
Yeah,
the nose
wrestling Rey
protection.
Mysterio, WrestleMania 27.
Yeah, you
Man,
know,
that
and
match. I gotta say, my bro wasn't watching wrestling for years. I
yeah,
took him to. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was just surprised he wanted to come and chill and drink some beers. And he watched that. That was the first match, Rey Mysterio versus Cody, and he was like, "Wow, this is a great match." He was really into that one, and that's really what made him a fan. So, big
you
shout
guys
out to
have
Cody on that one.
you guys have restaurants that go ahead and play WrestleMania and
That
whatnot.
was
Like
years ago,
that was
man. We
years
would
ago. I was
always go
gonna
to
say,
this place called Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm pretty sure you heard of that.
oh
And
yeah, B Dubs would definitely show that
Yeah,
up.
bro, they would always show the pay-per-views, and the beers were so cheap, bro. I'd be fucking getting like 7 of those draft beers and just snacking and watching and hearing everybody go wild. I mean, I miss
Yep.
those times, man. I really do. There's also this place, and I know it's still active. It's called Fatso's, and it's just like they got like what do you call those bench tables everywhere,
Oh,
and you got the
nice.
big old screens and great food, great drinks. I just like the fans, going wild, kind of like that UFC, watch a fight or
Yeah.
boxing or whatever, that kind of crowd.
That's kind of crowds you wanted, those rowdy and hostile environments, especially in
Right.
wrestling. That's what it was all about in the 90s, in the late 90s to early 2000s,
Exactly.
when there was no social media, when it was just you'd have to be there live or watch it on
And
TV.
the signs, bro.
The
Everybody had a
sign.
sign now, and nobody has a damn sign.
It's the woke movement this around this time now, man. Nobody wants to see any of the derogatory terms that we'd have on wrestling fans.
Right.
But whatever.
That's true.
But anyways, there's a lot that happened Monday Night Raw. I do want to get home before we move on to NXT, the main event, which was Bianca Belair going over on Chelsea Green. But at the end of the match, we seen Asuka come out and hand the Raw Women's title to Bianca, but
Oh
having
yeah.
like her blue mist kind of smear off into her chin, and it was crazy. It was such a crazy thing to see because we're now getting used to kind of seeing we're so used to seeing a version of Oscar that was really hyperactive and it was also a comical kind of gimmick. But now we see Kana, the foundation of this Oscar character, the insane, the one like Corey Graves has said, one of the most feared women at one point in her career in the entire wrestling world of women. When she was Kana, she was fucking feared across the entire world. And
Right.
when you see her kind of veer off back into the shades of Kana, it gets me so excited, and I
Oh
can't
yeah, I
wait.
was waiting for that one for a while, man. Years actually. That KO solo to end Raw was
Oh, that's right. Shoot.
that's a hell of a street fight, bro. That was a great street fight.
Yep. Solo and Kevin and fuck, same thing happened, man. The not same thing, but it's inevitable that when you have Kevin Owens in any kind of match, especially like a high intensity match like a street fight, it's gonna be fire. Absolute, bro.
Yeah, especially Uso getting the win. I mean Solo getting the
Solo,
win was badass, man. Now you see that push is really going. Like this man has not really lost any matches, so
nope.
I love the way they're using him.
Like,
At
yeah,
NXT,
exactly.
we got the return of Johnny Wrestling in NXT to start it off.
Yep. Johnny Wrestling back in live in the NXT arena. The last time we saw him in the NXT arena, Buddy was giving his farewell speech, and he got mauled on by Grayson Waller, who, ironically, is his first storyline back in with NXT. He's not slated to be a part of the NXT roster. This is just to go ahead and give him something to do during WrestleMania weekend and to have Grayson Waller be elevated in a way at Stand and Deliver. But
Yeah, kind of like when Ziggler was wrestling Braun Breaker for the NXT title. They didn't have nothing for him at WrestleMania. They threw him on that mayonnaise show.
yep,
NXT. Hey, but
and they
man,
fucking
it's a
gave him the
fire ass show,
title,
bro.
bro. And they gave him the NXT title, and he defended it on NXT and on Monday Night Raw. I mean, like WWE's great at giving guys. Most of the time, they're great at giving guys who don't have anything to do something to do. Just like when they sent New Day back to NXT to go ahead and have their run with the NXT tag titles.
Right,
That's what it's
that's a good
about.
move.
It's
Yeah,
just making them feel like, hey, man, you belong here. We
yeah,
have
you're
something
important.
for you. You know what I mean? Like that's the great thing about this Triple H
Well, that's
regime
why NXT really needs to be a third brand. Like, hasn't been considered a third brand really,
in a long
compared to
time.
Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, since we had Adam Cole those days,
Those were
all
the
that stuff.
golden, yes.
NXT has to be a brand because if you think about it, you can easily put the Jinder Mahals over there. You could put the Zigglers over there. Anybody you don't want to lose, you can put them over there,
And
and they
just
would
giving
be
them,
happy with it. Yeah, because it'd be the same, same people, bigger titles.
look at Mandy Rose. Like had
Bro, she
nothing
was
for
a
her.
legit star over there.
She
Legit
was a
star.
star, and it benefits the newer stars over in NXT who are now able to go ahead and work with talent who have already been established. to a sense, and you know what I mean,
Exactly.
to showcase them and showcase the talent, the vets that they can still mix it up with these younger cats. Like it shows, like, hey man, like you know what I mean, we still got it. You guys are very important to us. Like, don't worry, like we're gonna take care of you. So when they send guys to NXT for a periodic time, it's great to see that because it shows that they actually care about them.
I
You
like
know,
the long booking right there, where Johnny Wrestling was set to be leaving NXT, probably hopping over there in AEW or something, and Grayson Waller attacks his ass. So that's what I'm thinking. Oh man, this guy's gonna return to WWE some point. All these months later, Johnny returns. He makes his debut on Raw, and
something, yeah.
to have fucking Waller and Johnny at this event stand and deliver, it just makes perfect sense, man, because he's getting at the person that whooped his ass before he left NXT. And it's just
Something
great to see that stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I didn't get it at first, but now since they're showing all that stuff, yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, something was telling me that I don't think Gargano ever had intentions of leaving WWE to begin with, or to even go to AEW. It was good that he kind of hinted it in a sense to where, like, you know, it helped them. It helped out his buzz, his stock rise to a point because he was doing public appearances during his time away from WWE,
That's
and
right.
they were getting fucking stacked, man. Like people were lining up down the street just to get into his meet and greets. But I think that him and Candice LeRae genuinely just wanted time to just be parents, and you know what I mean, to really, and
True that.
yeah, they probably haven't had the best storyline since they've gotten back, but you know what, they're getting paid, they're feeding their kid, they have a house over their heads, and you know what I mean, like, and Triple H still shows he cares by throwing them in these little, you know what I mean, meaningful storylines, like such as the one right now with Grayson Waller, getting them
Exactly.
involved, dude.
Yeah, he showed up at his house on IG. I checked. I was watching NXT. I checked IG fast to see if he was really live, and yeah, he was live. I
Oh
fucking
shit, that he was at his
uh,
house.
yeah, Johnny's house. I see Gallus
Yep,
retain against
Dallas, pretty
Pretty
deadly.
Deadly, and also what was pretty good was Zoe Starks going over So Ruka. Finally, couldn't beat
Right.
her for a while there, but hopefully, Zoe Starks gets another chance, man. She's, like I said, the veteran at NXT.
Mhm.
Even though she's kind of like a rookie still, I think she gets it. And like I said, man, she's gonna be heading up that main roster soon.
Yep. But not too much of a very, I guess, not too much happening on in NXT this week.
Not too much. We got to see the Dragon Lee promo.
Yep.
Gigi advancing to the women's ladder match, and I was
Mhm.
looking, is that going to be a 5-way match? Because I noticed the guys ladder match is 6, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna go off with this storyline. I mean, hopefully, you know, I mean, time's drawing, dude. Time's running. We only got like what, 2 weeks before Mania now.
Yeah, a couple of weeks
You
now.
know, it's it's not that far away. So hopefully, we get to kind of see the culmination of all three cards. You know, stand and deliver night one and night two of WrestleMania, kind of finalized within this week. Hopefully, you know, we'll just have to see what's gonna happen. But not a bad NXT show. AEW though opened up with this crazy re-bar mitzvah celebration for MJF. And my God, MJF came out looking like oh geez, man. He had everything, dude. He had the
Everything.
ring set
He,
up.
he
He
lost
had
his devil horn and it just dropped on his face, bro.
I know. I was looking at him like, you know, I've seen this face before, and then I remembered, oh yeah, it was me after a 2 day bender. You know what I mean? Like it was terrible. I was like,
Bro, Daniel
jeez, bro.
Bryan outside of AEW is still getting that fucking kid over, bro. He's over here saying that he can't even get up out of his own bed. He can't do this and that, and just really, uh, just real sad about everything. Like he can't see his daughter, and like, even um, for her to look at him like that, you know what I mean? Like he was just basically saying this whole sob story about it, man. But shout outs to Daniel Bryan, bro. Like that's what you want, like somebody
Working
that just
ethic, man.
keeps on going. You know what I mean? Like and does it
Yep.
for the business. So that's why WWE loved that guy, man, because he was such a great talent, but behind the scenes, he was something else, man, for real.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
I hope so.
I
Yeah, a
think
lot of
so.
people are saying like, "No, I'm done. I ain't going back to WWE. I'm staying. I'm a AEW faithful." We heard that little Darby Allin as soon as he got his time to talk.
No,
Uh, Real quick, I just got to say, Jungle Boy did a amazing job on promo. I'm real surprised with that. I'm
yep.
just like waiting till he fucks up, but he's been doing real good. Fucking what's his name? Sammy Guevara, bro, killing it on the mic.
Killing
I see a lot. I see a lot, bro. I see like Edge in him. I see like there's a couple of wrestlers, bro. Like I just see them already at that level. Like
Guevara.
this guy as a heel is just
Yeah.
tremendous, bro. Like he gets all that heat from the fans, and he can talk shit. So, and bro, he's a badass wrestler. So I don't know. I just see him if AEW is smart, bro, they get him a title now.
Yep. And not no fucking minuscule reign with the TNT title again. We don't need none of that, man. He's held a TNT title numerous times. You know, let's get him a meaning.
Bro,
How is
his
it?
promo was fire, bro. When he said he was the inner circle job guy, but like he kind of he it was kind of pissed off, bro, when he said it. Like he even said something about Jericho, like, oh, they wanted me, they wanted these guys to tell me what to do and all this shit. He said something like that where like that the ideas were stupid, right? He said that in the damn promo. So I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, be about yourself. Stop looking up to these Jerichos. They ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. Like,
Yep.
do your stuff now. Like,
Do your
that
due
was
diligence,
badass, man.
man.
Sammy
It's
Guevara, I used to hate him, bro. Like when he was already becoming a prick, getting all these chicks and all this stuff. But now, man, he's the guy.
He is, dude. And you know what? It's only going to get better from here because I don't see Sammy Guevara's momentum slowing down anytime soon. He just needs to stop doing stupid shit,
Yeah,
man.
he just needs to stop doing stupid shit. You're right
Stop
about
doing
that.
stupid
He's
shit.
too he's a kid still, but also I was gonna point out that MJF roasted these guys, man. I don't know what he said about Jungle Boy. He probably said something messed up, but I was laughing when MJF called Darby an incel. I was laughing my
Oh,
ass
shit.
off. Also, he told Sammy if he's gonna propose to another chick. I was like, damn,
Bro, and then
holy
Sammy
shit,
says,
bro.
you know, it's funny you talk about that because didn't your fiance leave you? I was like,
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. That was fire. Like we're still talking about this fatal, the four pillars in the same ring.
this is
Amazing.
it's great, but you know what? Like you know, you know what's coming up in about 8 months, man. It's gonna be the bidding war of 2024, and either he's playing the gimmick really fucking well, or MJF is super seasoned. And that's the good thing about him is you never know if he's shooting or if he's really. But he's been blabbering about WWE for so long. I remember
Showing
when
off all
WWE
these
had,
when he was a kid, showing off
yeah,
all those WrestleMania moments and
I
all that.
remember he had like all this. He had WWE had the video tryouts where you submit your tryout for
Oh, I know that. They called him
and
Friedman. They called him
Feinstein.
Maxwell Friedman or something like that. They mocked
Feinstein,
his
yeah.
name.
Oh yeah, Friedman. They fucking, you know what I mean? Like it shows you that, like, you know, he like we always say on this podcast every week, wrestlers have this dream, and that dream is to be a wrestler, is to have a WrestleMania moment, and if anyone says otherwise, they're full of crap.
It is, bro, because as much as Tony Khan talks a lot of shit about WWE, bro, I'm pretty sure this guy was in his underwear eating cereal, watching fucking
Saturday morning slam. He was watching
yeah,
Saturday morning
something, right?
event.
He's watching
You know
something.
what I
So
mean?
that's what I'm saying. You become a fan from watching WWE. That's all.
He
Like,
was, he was when he was a kid. He was watching Saturday night's main event in a bowl of cereal in his underwear.
there
Now
you
as an
go.
now as an adult, he's sitting at his house. He's gonna watch WrestleMania night 1 and 2 in his underwear with a big plate of cocaine.
Dude,
Telling you, dog.
cocaine and
He's
shit.
gonna he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna do every match. He's gonna do a line and he's gonna tweet out some outlandish shit like,
Bro, I
"Oh
don't know
well,
where he gets his stuff from, but man, I'm pretty sure it's straight from Colombia.
nah,
This
man,
guy.
his dad." So where I live in Naples, his dad lives here too. Shahid of Shad Khan. He has one of the most like one of the most exclusive high end penthouses here in Naples. And if he lives here, I know he gets his cocaine from here. That guy gets some top A grade tier shit from Cuba or from wherever they're sending it here from. But
Just
that
look at
man is
that hair, bro.
look
He's
at the
getting the
hair,
best.
dude.
He's getting the best.
He's getting the absolute
Straight from
best.
Tony Montana. He's getting it from there.
He got that shit that he snorts it and it makes your eyeballs twitch, man. That's the kind of stuff he got.
We got Combat Club coming out like the Shield. You saw that? They
Ooh,
all came out
yeah.
Shield style.
I like this heel Blackpool Combat
That's the
Club.
way it should have always been, man.
I like it, man. Like they don't. Sad to say, they don't need Regal. Like they got a fucking smug attitude from Mox, and you got this, this irritating little kid, but also actually really good in the ring, and Wheeler Yuta, and you've got Claudio, who's just
Yeah,
an
that little
all around
knucklehead.
great. You know what I mean? But now they're feuding here with what you call is it Dark Order, right?
Yeah, and that's one thing that I was gonna say because this is comes at the main event end of AEW. We see Hangman with the Dark Order right there, and I even put this. I'm tired of this shit. Why is he fucking hanging around with these fucking nerds?
I
It's
don't
fucking
understand.
stupid, man.
I don't.
That's why I love
understand.
Cornette. He calls Dark Order the what does he say? Fuck, man. He
Is
says
it, is
something.
it like is it like what Vince McMahon calls them, vanilla midgets?
Oh, the dork order, because it's a dark order, right? The
Oh
dork
my
order. I love it,
god.
man. I just really hate that faction, bro. Especially baby arms, fucking dude with the baby arms.
John Silver.
I hate that guy, man. I don't care, bro. I say what's on my mind for sure, man. Especially when you're watching it, it's just there's things
No,
that
I like him. It's just I wish this gimmick that he has. I just wish it wasn't so comical, man. 'Cause I think if he took his shit serious and he was like he honed in 100% on being a serious wrestler, I think there's a lot you could do with a guy of his size. But fuck, man, like you're absolutely right, bro. Like
I was also gonna say that this is pretty cool right here because hopefully I get my wish because Dark Order, like I said, it's already getting on my nerves. We see Hangman with the Elite at the end. Ooh, did you see that part,
I
bro?
did.
Put him back in there.
But to what extent though? I mean, the Elite
Dude,
they have.
What was that about? What did you think? What does this mean?
I don't know because at the same it's weird because you have all these fucking these factions somehow involved in the same fucking storyline. You've got the Blackpool Combat Club, the Dark Order,
Dork Order.
Dark Order, the Elite, but there's a sub story with Hangman, the Elite, and the Dark Order. Like, how does this all play out? Now, I think that what could happen is Dark Order has Stu Grayson back. They can have Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and the Beaver Boys, fucking John Silver and Reynolds, and then you've got the four with the Elite. You've got the Bucks, Kenny, and Hangman, but Blackpool Combat Club is only 3, and they need one more. Daniel Bryan's obviously out of action, but here's my wishful thinking: Blackpool Combat Club hates both the Elite and they hates
The
Hangman
Dork Order.
Page.
Yeah.
Now, there's one guy that I know that even though he probably has heat with the Blackpool Combat Club in some off-camera way, he has heat with everybody, but they both have the same thing in common, and they both hate Hangman Page and they hate the Elite. There's one guy they could call, and that would fucking blow my mind. You know who that one guy is? I think they could call CM Punk.
Oh, okay.
That would be, and CM Punk would undoubtedly fit very well in with the fucking Blackpool.
You know
Combat
what?
Club.
CM Punk helps AEW tremendously, especially the pay-per-view buys. The show is actually watchable on Dynamite.
The
CM
ratings,
Punk is like, say what you want about the guy, but man, this guy can draw.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. We also got to see Taya, right? Taya Valkyrie. We see her
debut
back.
with
We see her in
AEW.
AEW. That chick is she kind of reminds me, like, I'm pretty sure WWE got rid of her because they saw Nikita Lyons and they're just like, let's go with her instead.
She's
But
the
that's she
one
got
that's
injured.
with what you call with John Morrison, right?
Yeah, John Morrison.
I don't know, man. Did she even wrestle for WWE with?
She did.
She did, right?
She only lasted like just a little bit.
It's
I'm
good to
telling you,
see.
I didn't like that they got rid of her.
I don't either, but you know what I mean. Like, I also didn't like the way that they handled John Morrison when he returned back to the WWE. I
Right,
didn't like
man. I
that.
just like that guy's a big deal, and bro, this
He's
guy
a
knows a lot
big
about
fucking
wrestling,
deal.
bro.
Not to mention, you know, he still can fucking go as if he
Fuck
was still
yeah,
in
and
his
he looked the
twenties.
same. He's still, bro. That guy is shredded. Like I don't know what the hell is up, man. But WWE failed on that one. I'm pretty sure.
Get it together, man. Get it
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
bro.
that's true. Jomo is coming back. He's gonna come back to AEW. He already made his appearance there once, and he's gonna come back.
Johnny Elite.
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
Elite.
Johnny Elite because his girl's there. I mean, that's it.
Yep. Most def,
Um,
dude.
bro, I'm real happy with the Outcasts. You know, they at least got fucking Soho something to do. But
Yeah.
more importantly, I just love Paige and my girl. What's her name? What's her name?
Fucking son of a bitch. Tony Storm.
Tony
You
Storm,
know,
man.
I have a question for you. You can probably answer this. People in the comments can probably answer. But so Paige is the main focus of this, is the focal point of this group. Does but WWE also just released the A&E biography on her.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That it makes me wonder, you know what I mean? Like I know that they had said in the past where WWE has reached out to AEW
She'll
about
be
using
back to
talent.
WWE, man,
She'll be
because
back there,
like
dude.
she saw that, you know, WWE gave her love with that, and not only that, Triple H, you know, has high hopes for her too.
Yeah.
Also, she was talking about that The Rock had contacted her too, during
Mhm.
all that shit she was going through. So I just
And
gotta
she'll be
say,
back, dude.
there's just a lot of hate when she writes AEW. All those people were talking shit about her, but hopefully she knows deep down inside that it was just because, you know, she basically that she didn't take that deal with WWE,
She
and I
couldn't. I
think
mean,
that's
at
why
the
a lot of
time,
fans got upset with her.
but her going to AEW and doing in-ring shit,
It's
I
better.
think it benefited her because it
It does.
also shows WWE like, hey, you know, I know you told me I couldn't wrestle there,
But
but
look
let
at
me
her. Look at
look
her
what I'm
now.
wrestling.
Uh
Right.
huh. Yeah,
So it's
man. And I
beneficial.
knew she was gonna come back because that little Sasha kick that she did on her, I know it put her out, but I don't think that's a career ender, not by any means.
She'll be back, dog. She'll be back.
Moving on to SmackDown, we get Cody KO. I mean, Cody calls
Cody,
out KO and Sammy to the ring and tries to get something out of it. Same thing from Raw, the little build up where it's just like, nah, I don't know.
yeah.
KO's not down with this, and
Nah, man, that was. I love how Cody is interjecting himself into this situationship with Kevin and Sammy, because it all makes sense, you know. Like it's off, uh, non kayfabe. It makes sense too because Kevin really did help out Cody, but like just to see how passionate all three of these guys can get in their promos, man, it's
wow, and it's just
oh
that's what I rather see. I rather see this promo than just to see a random 6-man tag. You know damn well if Vince was in charge this past Raw, you would have not have seen that what we're gonna talk about at the end of the SmackDown, but like Vince just makes things like less, like just like less than what you are. Obviously, he would put KO, Sammy, and Cody in a 6-man tag against probably the Bloodline, like just to ruin it. Like, no, let
yeah.
these guys talk. Let the
Let the
fans.
story build.
You know what I mean? Because when you start putting these guys in a match, I don't know. To me, it loses a lot of interest. It's just like it's as a fan, is I don't like it, bro. It just devalues all of them. It's just a
It
circus six
devalues
man
it,
tag,
dude.
like, and the 6-man tags in WWE. I'm not shitting on them, but it's just like they're really not good at all. It's just like
They're
it
not.
the
And
six
then
man tags. It's just like a filler, or like, oh,
and
let's get
they're
all these guys
also
in there because let's all let them shine. Let's let them whatever. And it's just a shit 6-man tag. It means nothing.
and
So I'm
they're
glad
also
that
predictable
Triple H didn't
too,
put him in
man.
a 6-man tag yet. Yet let's
Yep.
let's hope for that because
And they're also predictable every time they have a six-man tag. Somebody's gonna get disqualified. Somebody's gonna
right. And
run in and
leave
assist. The
that.
show's
Leave
going
if you want to
over.
do that. Just put it for the dark match. Like don't air it because it just devalues everything. It just makes it like a joke. Like, oh,
Yep.
okay, let's put the obvious. Let's put Cody, KO, and Sammy in a 6-man tag. Like, no, let
Yep.
these fucking individuals shine. Let KO
Yep.
be a boss. Let Cody be the man. Let Sammy do his thing. I mean, that's all you got to do. Don't put them in a 6-man tag. You're gonna devalue the shit out of them.
Slow burners, right? Like let the story
Yeah,
build.
yeah, like it's yeah, let it
You're
grow.
absolutely right.
Yeah, it's just like that's one thing I've always hated. Um, pre Triple H era.
Hot
Like
shot
that
booking, man.
before
Came
that,
out
like yeah, hot shot booking. It means nothing. It's something to really waste talent, man. Like I don't know.
Somebody had to fucking say it, dude. You're
Bro,
absolutely
it's
right,
just
dude.
something that bothers me, man. A 6-man tag is lazy fucking booking. Look at Teddy Long. What would he say every SmackDown?
He said, one on one with
With
the
the
Undertaker.
Undertaker, and then it'll
It's
be and it's always a 6-man tag match, or no, was it a battle royal or a 6-man tag? It would always be like a 6-man tag match. You can see that on YouTube too. He always says it 6-man tag, 6-man tag, and it's just like, bro,
he says,
everybody
he
knows it.
comes out,
Lazy booking.
he goes, hold on a minute, player. He's like, tonight you're going one on one with
With the
the
Undertaker. Yeah, that's it's like
That's exactly how that.
everywhere.
And you know,
Okay, that
like,
was great. I really like that one. It's like I love that cliche,
yeah,
but the 6-man tag I have always hated. Man, I have always been bored. It's like I rather take a shit bro, when I was a teenager. 6-man tags pissed me off, man, because you got two guys just there doing nothing. At least AEW makes it right. Like they're real like quick tags, a lot of moves. This guy's getting in, doing that. WWE style 6-man tags, garbage, man. You know what?
too much, man.
When the
Too
Shield
much.
was doing 6-man tags, those were the best.
Those made sense because you had an actual stable. You actually had a stabilized, not stabilized, but you had an actual put together trio. Of
Yeah,
the
and that's when
Shield.
you will see the camera going this way. Guy was running, all this stuff, like a lot of action everywhere. So,
Yep.
I
Most of
can't
the
really
time,
shit on WWE 6-man tags, but
no, because most of the time the
garbage,
WWE would book these 6-man tags. It would comprise of a 3-man tag team that were just made up of three random single stars. And
random super, and
when you have
it's stupid.
an established stable wrestling in these high voluminous tag team matches, it makes sense. Like when you have New Day wrestling the Shield, when you have when you had Evolution wrestling against some random
Yeah,
trio,
okay, yeah.
like the
It's
Elite
just obvious.
wrestling,
Yeah, it's
you
obvious
know,
because you're like, well, the group's gonna win because they have
obviously, right?
chemistry, right? Yeah. And instead of wrestling three random fucking guys,
Have them wrestle an established stable. You know what I mean? It
it's
makes
just
sense.
lazy fucking
But
booking, man. Lazy.
also on SmackDown, we also had right after that promo with Kevin Owens, Sammy, and Cody. Sammy chasing after Kevin Owens in the parking lot, telling him "I love you," and Kevin Owens driving off in that beautiful dark green Dodge Challenger, man,
Yeah.
Austin Green car. But yeah, like it. Like we said, slow burn it. Let these stories marinate. Let it get the consumer's attention. And when the
Oh
time
yeah.
is right, strike the iron when it's hot. Right. That's exactly
Exactly.
what WWE is doing now with this Triple H regime and with this new creative production team that's been booking these storylines. It all makes sense and it's all so beautiful. But
That LA Night promo was fucking hilarious, bro. When he was
oh,
all
with
like, the hell did he say? He
Rey
said something in
Mysterio,
Spanish. Rey Mysterio said something in Spanish, a cuss word in Spanish, and he's all like, "What the hell did he say?"
I know, like
uh,
he told him what the hell did he tell him? He told him like he was gonna like, or he's got a son that's been acting out or something like that. It was funny, dude. The entire
it
thing.
was good. It was good. He
But
was
I
Oh,
wanted to
you
get
want me to
to
call?
the
Oh, yeah. Also, too, yeah, a lot of people think that they're shitting on LA Knight. No, bro, he's
no,
technically still a rookie, especially in the main roster. And this guy has already worked with the Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, Cody Rhodes. Like the list goes on. Rey Mysterio now. That's big. I mean, Rey Mysterio was working with Karrion Kross too. That shit is big. Like, I don't know what the fans see, but I see that these young guys are fucking getting basically in touch with these legends. So
yep.
of
There,
course, of course they're gonna lose. I mean, they're rookies. It's
yep,
just that they're working with real WWE talent, veterans. I mean, what do you
yep.
expect? Of course, a veteran's gonna go over. Like how Kofi beat him. I was kind of pissed, but I'm at the same time, business first. Yeah, he deserved to beat him because he's a veteran. So it just makes sense.
And you know what I mean, if they didn't see any potential or any
They
money in
wouldn't
LA
have him
Knight,
there,
they wouldn't have him there. They would have left him as Max Dupree,
right?
going off helping out the Maximum Male models. They would have left him
Exactly.
there. But when you
Yeah.
have money on the table, like Joey Ryan said in TNA, when you have money on the table, you better take it now, or else somebody's gonna be quick to come and pick it up. You
All
know,
right.
so it makes sense that you have someone like Eli Drake, LA Knight, whatever you want to call him, in your active roster. Utilize him, dog.
Yeah,
It's
speaking
no
about
joke.
LA, Eli Drake in TNA, when I first saw this guy, I was telling my bro fast. I was like, man, look at this WWE wannabe. That's what
And
I
yeah,
said.
that's
I literally
exactly
said
where.
that because the guy is already talking like if he's a star, he's
Yep.
fucking talking loud and saying these promos like if he's The Rock. And I'm just like, man, look at this fucking WWE wannabe. And look at him now. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
yeah, and I hated that stuff when you would say dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah. I'm just
Let me
like,
talk to you.
yeah, it's just like at first you hate, yeah. Well, at first you hate this shit. It's contagious, sorry. But at first you hate this shit. Well, at least I did. And then you just like, they're just there constantly coming back, coming back, coming back. And they're just like, bro, I already like this person. It's just like, that's what makes you a star. You just keep coming back, keep coming back.
Yep.
You'll make yourself a star
Keep
for sure.
progressing and keep just fucking
Yeah, keep
moving forward.
progressing, keep doing your thing. And he did. Like, look at that.
Yep.
Everyone's saying, yeah. Like everybody's saying it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
But
like it's what makes you a star. Just to keep honing your craft, doing what the fuck you're doing, and it's just working for LA
yep.
Knight, bro.
Look at The Rock. The Rock didn't go over in one night. The
Mm-hmm.
Rock didn't. The Rock didn't get
True.
the millions
He was
and
saying
millions.
Rudy Poo when no one gave a shit. He was
Nope.
saying Rudy Poo, candy ass, and this and that, and jabroni, straight from Iron Sheik.
Iron
It's
Sheik.
just all this stuff got over, especially when the guy's so vocal. The Rock, saying these lines over and over again. It's
Yep.
just it's gonna pick up, bro. People are
It's gonna
gonna
pick
start
up, and
saying this shit.
eventually did. Once Vince started, buying into The Rock's gimmick and giving him
Yeah,
his
fuck
he started.
yeah.
I think the Rock's popularity definitely skyrocketed during the 2000s, or in the early 2000s when they had the Fatal Four Way at WrestleMania 16. But I think it solidified him as a generational talent when they booked him to wrestle Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18.
Oh, that's a
That's when,
game changer.
to me, no, yeah, the Rock and Austin match at WrestleMania 17 was great, and it did. At the time, Rock and Austin were two of the biggest faces fighting for that top spot.
But
But
you said
WrestleMania
17, and then what happened after 18? It just got
and
better for The
18
Rock.
at 18,
I'm
right?
pretty
I
sure
mean,
Stone Cold kind of felt a type of way not working with Hogan because
yeah,
he
but
literally just wrestled
Scott
Scott
Hall,
Hall. So
he
that's
wrestled Scott
a big
Hall.
downgrade compared to that. But wish they could
But
have gave him a better match. I know there's somebody hot at that time.
oh man, there was a lot of guys. WrestleMania 18, there was no homo. I just said you said give him something hot, and I said there's a lot of guys. No homo. Pause. 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 However,
That's why, like, of course, I would point that shit out, but
shit,
I
I
don't give
caught
a fuck.
myself. I was
We're,
like,
we're,
hold
we're
on.
already, we're
Let's
already, we're already talking about guys wrestling in tights and underwear. I mean, what more homo can you get?
But you know what? There was a lot of things that could have happened at that WrestleMania that they could have slated Austin in with the main event, the actual main event.
That's where your segment comes into play because you could easily be, man, who could have Stone Cold wrestled instead of Scott Hall, man?
Yep, he could have wrestled. They could have interjected him into the actual main event of that pay per view, which was Triple H and Chris Jericho.
There
Now
you
that
go.
match is the most
Yeah.
overseen main event in
Okay.
WrestleMania history because they had
I
Rock
think
and
I think if
Hogan,
they added Stone Cold in that match,
it
oh
would have been.
shit, that would have been a big fucking deal.
But everyone oversees that main event, and it was a
You could have
great.
even had Austin outside the ring, and then like Triple H, Austin. You could have had Austin outside of the ring, and you could have still had Triple H go over Y2J. So, I mean, damn, it's just like him and Scott Hall was garbage.
It was
Especially Scott Hall cannot work, bro, after WCW.
no man.
Kevin Nash could, but not
I
Scott
don't even
Hall.
think he had a match at WrestleMania. I think he was just being
He was
Scott
basically his
Hall's valet.
bodyguard for
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
but
But
after
we
on
got Drew
SmackDown,
versus Sheamus.
great fucking match, dude. Yeah, it ended in a disqualification, but fuck.
Gunther's all like, "What's going on? Not again!" He just comes in and starts slapping everybody in the chest. I'm like, "Fuck
Oh
yeah!"
man,
Like
But it
Gunther's
was
the fucking man, bro. He's
it
going
was
over on both of them at WrestleMania. Mark my
yep.
words.
No doubt. And if, but we don't know. Hopefully, maybe they could let him go over, which I think is a smarter thing if they let him go over. But they also have Sheamus, who's been trying to hit that Grand Slam
That
title.
would be
You know what I
nice,
mean?
bro. It would
That
be
would
nice.
also
And
be
also
nice.
at the same time, Drew McIntyre. He was just at his hometown over there, man, wrestling Roman. So
Yeah,
damn, man. It's just like you said, either one of them can win. That's a
either
cool one.
one. But it's going to be one of the harder hitting matches that we
It
probably
is
ever
WrestleMania, and not
see.
everything has to make sense and be like the way Vince wants it. But
Nope.
obviously it's like especially like a McIntyre win or a Sheamus win.
We
It
don't have to
just
put anything.
it,
Yeah,
it,
we don't.
it just makes it like way more
Intriguing, dude.
unpredictable, bro.
We don't
Especially
have
you
to
got
go
all
ahead
three
and.
hard hitters, probably the best brawlers in WWE right now.
Oh,
All
most
three of
definitely,
them. Yeah.
most def. And we don't have to like WrestleMania. You don't have to have any expectations on what's going to happen because you never know what's going to happen on the week of WrestleMania, dude. So we'll see. We also had what you call Cody Rhodes, not Cody Rhodes, but Sami Zayn and Jey Uso had that confrontation at the end of SmackDown,
Yeah.
and Sammy telling Jay basically, like, you had a choice, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the reason why I think you're upset is because is you're not upset with me, but you're upset that you didn't get to do it first.
Yeah.
So I want to say, that he was right because the look in Jay's eyes after Sammy betrayed him, after Sammy betrayed Roman, you could tell, like, man, like he was so conflicted. Like, do I help out my family? But I
And
he
not
hate
only that, man, he does not have to be in a tag team anymore. This guy, I'm telling
no
you, he's blowing up. I've been hearing rumors everywhere that this guy got it already. Like he
main event
literally has
Jay,
it.
main event
Uh
Jay, dude.
his promo work, not even his brother is nowhere near this guy right now. Like,
Oh
yeah,
man,
main event Jay, but at the same time, this guy could be the next Rock. Not like entertaining and funny, but I'm just saying like just as good as the promo work is just
he's
so
he's
fucking
super
good.
charismatic, and his cadence when he speaks too.
Yeah, I like
That's
that's what I'm saying.
really
The No Mercy Hunchback, man, that's why, bro. This guy is killing it.
yeah.
He has his own. This guy, that's why I say Uso Penitentiary. This guy's acting like if he's in jail or something. Like the way
He
his
doesn't,
promo style is just like,
and it
what you
feels
looking at me, Us or whatever. Like just like real grounded. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man.
and it seems that way, right? He's kind of in jail, so to say.
Yeah,
He can't escape the warden. Big bad
there you
battle.
go. Yeah,
Cousin Joe
exactly. And it's just
can't escape
like
the warden. So
how hard he is about everything, man. Just like tough, takes everything serious. Fuck,
yeah,
man. That's The Rock, bro. The Rock was all that, had all
and
that passion in him.
it's so beautiful to see it kind of unfold where normally when you have a tag team that consists of brothers or whatnot, you can't really separate the two because one typically can't go off without the other. Look at the Dudley boys, right? The
But
Dudley
damn,
boys.
Jay is
Jay,
way fucking ahead
he's
of Jimmy
levels.
Big,
He's
big
levels
time.
ahead of Jimmy and Solo, man. And given
Like that promo where he's all like Sammy's copying Jay's. It's like, you gotta level up, Moose. You gotta level up. Like
yep,
that shit is fucking hilarious. And yeah, that's how serious Jay is, man. You gotta level the fuck up.
and given what I mean, if Jimmy didn't get in trouble with, if Jimmy only would have learned how to use Uber on his phone instead of getting behind the wheel and drink and driving, maybe his
Exactly, man.
potential
You
would have
got the
been,
money to fucking do the Uber. Oh my
dude.
god.
That's the biggest problem with these wrestlers who get in trouble with deal, like Jeff Hardy.
And
Like,
it's
fuck,
Jimmy,
man. And
bro.
it's
And
Jimmy.
look at his work ethic, bro. Jimmy doesn't give a shit. That's why they treat him like shit. Look at Jay, man. He already won the Andre Battle Royal. He made himself main event. Oos right there, main event Jay. So I
Mhm.
mean, sky's the limit for that guy because he's taking his shit real serious. You could tell.
And it's great to see that shit. And after that whole confrontation, he's starting to get Sammy's getting beat up in the ring.
Hey, from the beginning, hug it out. Hug it
Get it
out. And
out.
then to the end of it, hug it out was amazing. Like you said, Sammy's getting his ass kicked, all this shit going down,
Yep.
and who comes out to make the save? We get
Kevin Owens.
KO.
And you get arguably the biggest pop of 2023 so far.
Right.
And we're
So
not talking
fucking loud,
so
man.
loud, and it's so genuine, dude. That's what we talk about when you talked about it earlier, like letting these things build up and letting these stories instead of hot shot booking.
Like you said,
That's
marinate.
what happens. You when you let it marinate, that's the kind of reactions you get when
Exactly.
they finally what you call confided in each other and
To
hugged it
me,
out.
that was bigger than the RKO bro.
Most
Remember where Randy finally accepted him? I
yeah,
mean, that pop was pretty big, but not as big as this because people can tell they're fucking tired of the bloodline and they want change. So when you saw that reaction, and it wasn't even a big city, right? Where were they at? Like it
we're in
wasn't even.
Missouri, in Kansas City.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kansas, you think they would pop like that? No, bro. It's because they know once these guys get to it together, man, they're
Yeah,
gonna go after them tag titles, and it's over for the bloodline. Like I'm pretty sure it ends at WrestleMania. You're right, you're right, Oos. Because think about it. If KO and Sammy are gonna win, that's already locked down. That's a match they're winning. I don't care what anybody says. They're gonna win that match. So what does it say about Coleman and Roman? Roman, Cody wins, maybe, or maybe Roman retains. But I know for sure the bloodline is crumbling down after that tag match for sure with KO and Sammy.
it's
There's no
gonna
way they lose. No fucking way they
it's
lose.
gonna gribble, and it's gonna keep gribbling, man. But
You could even
obviously,
throw Solo in there, bro. I'm telling you,
yeah,
they're not losing.
they're not losing, not with this much momentum. But this week of wrestling was great. Do you have a favorite moment of this week?
Moment of the week. Let's see. There's a lot of good segments, but I'll probably leave it. I'll probably leave it at. Let's hear yours first because I'm still over here thinking about it. There's a lot of things that happened.
My wrestling moment of this week is definitely going to be the Great Muta being
Oh,
confirmed
inducted to
to
the Hall
be
of Fame.
inducted into
Nice.
the
Hell yeah.
WWE Hall of Fame, being inducted by Ric Flair. Now,
Ric Flair. What? I did not even hear
woo!
that. When did you
Yeah,
hear this? This must.
that's what Ric Flair was the one that spoke about it, and it
Ah.
was said that he was going to be the one to induct the Great Muta. And clearly, to be honest, if I had a choice to pick someone to induct him, it definitely would have been Sting. But Sting is
Okay.
not,
Yeah.
he's not. He's with AEW. Next best person, you get the guy who also traveled the world with Great Muta, especially in WCW. You get Ric Flair, man, and it's a way to keep Flair in the loop of things, and you know what I mean. But yeah, man, that was my moment of the week. Great Muta, who never had a match on current or recent WWE TV. Uh, Recently retired as in Japan at the Pro Wrestling Noah event in January to Shinsuke Nakamura, a guy who established himself mostly in WCW and in Japan, but because he's so revered and so respected in this business, WWE felt that it was the only right thing to do, but to induct him into the Hall of Fame. So, man, round of
Congrats.
applause
Hey,
for Great Muta.
congrats to that guy, man. For real. Congrats. Especially he just had his last match with Shinsuke and
Shinsuke.
quite of other few out there.
Yep.
But my moment of the week has to be it's pretty underrated, but I feel like something big is gonna fucking happen for night one of the main event of WrestleMania 39. And that's this past promo on that SmackDown. We had Charlotte and Rhea and Dominic, and I just think they're a great fucking duo. And just Rhea saying that no one fears her, and everybody fears her, but Charlotte is the only one that has no fear. And I just like the build to it already. Definitely my moment of the week, only because I just feel this match is gonna be insane.
It's gonna
Especially
be
you got Dominic Mysterio in ringside. It just makes it a little bit more juicier, especially for Rhea. I'm just happy for her, man, and I'm pretty sure she's taking that title.
oh, def, dude. Speaking off of that, I have my news of the week,
Okay, let's hear it.
but it's rolling off of your moment of the week.
Okay.
So my news of the week is that the apparently that the Rhea and Flair match is supposed to main event night one.
Yeah.
It was
And that's
slated
the only
to.
reason I brought that up because I just heard that and it just makes sense because it should go to that women's match, because technically
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 39 last year, that Stone Cold match was so random, like no one knew what the hell was going to go on, that technically that still is the main event for WrestleMania 38, was Charlotte versus Ronda.
Yeah,
Because
technically.
yeah, technically, because that was just a promo. Like it was
Right.
like the match in it was just, it just happened, no one knew of it. So technically, and it just makes sense. Night one, yeah, let women main event it. Like put the two best, put the best rivalry,
Yep.
put it on there. Yeah, and that's what we're seeing. Rhea versus Charlotte definitely deserves to go. And Bianca and Asuka, I'm telling you, man, they don't hold a nothing to that match.
No,
It's
they
just
don't.
Rhea and Charlotte is the fucking match. It is the main event, man.
Two prototype women wrestlers in general who
And
are
they're
so
just,
good.
bro, this is like a Brett versus Sean right now.
Yep.
Like it's just fitting for sure for WrestleMania 39. It's
Not
gonna
the
be
first time.
badass. I
Not
ain't
the
not
first time
missing
that
a
they
damn
wrestled.
blink on that.
Definitely not the first time that they wrestled each other. Remember the first time that they wrestled each other was
Yeah,
at
and they went for the
WrestleMania.
NXT title,
At
and it just
WrestleMania.
made
And
Rhea look like a bitch right there. So man, I'm glad that Rhea is gonna fix shit this time.
hoping
Uh,
so, man. We can only. How about you, brother? What was your news of the week?
wrestling news for mine is Bray Wyatt injured. Some fast started rumors saying Wyatt walked out and was done with the company due to Vince McMahon, and we just found out that he got injured. So that's why he couldn't go with that match with Bobby Lashley.
That's why I hate these fucking uh dirt sheets or these
Right, because
blogs
they
that
always go back to, are like, oh, I messed up. It was injury, whatever. I'm pretty
it's
sure it was, because why the hell would Bray Wyatt complain about how he's being used or
he's
what?
being given all the reins to call his
Yeah,
own shit.
and those stupid same people were saying about like that it was due to Vince. They're the ones saying oh, that's why that Bound Do match was that sucked, that it was because McMahon is doing all that. Hell no,
Bro,
bro,
he
that was all
fucking
Triple
knows
H right there.
there's no way that Vince McMahon would let fucking Bray Wyatt throw on three different masks in a match in a glow in the dark
Yeah,
match.
that and especially LA Knight too. He hated that guy. He was like, "Oh, let's put him with the Max Male models." Like, why would he have a match with Bray? So that doesn't make
That's
sense
what
at
I'm
all.
saying. At
Freak
the Royal
those
Rumble
fans, man. They
too.
don't know
At the
shit.
Royal
Yeah, I
Rumble.
know.
But
I got two more categories right here.
go ahead, brother.
There's another one, and it's been stated by Triple H Vince, giving him ideas, recommendations, and suggestions. So that definitely is probably most definitely going on backstage. So
Yeah,
probably that's the suggestion right there, and recommendation is the Omos and Brock for sure. And
definitely.
lastly, we saw Cameron Grimes. Some fans pointed it out that he came on a SmackDown.
Yo.
He came out on a SmackDown recently. So to have him
Did
back
I
on NXT, that's a big fucking deal,
wait?
man.
He came out on SmackDown. Did I fucking
Yeah,
miss it? Or
some fans. No, not last night, but some fans were speculating that 2 weeks ago, yeah, it came on a SmackDown, and they did show him. It was like somebody in the balcony shot the Titantron and him coming out. It was just a picture, but yeah, he's back, bro,
did
and
you
he
see
looks
the?
great.
Yeah, did you see the physique that he has right now,
Yeah, that's what
bro?
I'm
He looks like
surprised,
a
bro.
fucking dog, bro.
Yeah, that's
He
like
looks fucking no
bro.
homo,
No,
bro.
no, bro. Yeah, that's that the people were saying that he looks different, and yeah, bro, you can see he's more toned down, more toned out. I don't know what injury he went through, but damn, bro, I'm just like, yeah, this guy's ready. And one thing, man, to the moon,
To
folks.
the
I saw
moon.
his ass fucking last year of this damn same time. Him at Stand and Deliver, that ladder match, bro. He wins the North American Championship, bro. I got to see
To
Cameron
the moon,
Grimes win that title. So
dude,
man, I'm
man.
real psyched about him coming back to NXT, man.
So am I,
So
dude.
you legit didn't know he was coming
I
back?
had no fucking idea. I was always wondering, like, what the fuck happened to Cameron
I had
Grimes?
to write down that fast because like when we're talking like 20 minutes ago, I was just like thinking, oh shit, Cameron Grimes. I just wrote down fast Cameron Grimes, and we got it on
And that
wrestling news.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you improv shit, dude. Good shit. And he smashed the entire fucking Steel Reserve.
We got to do it, folks, for wrestling news and brews. Hopefully, you
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Wrestling News and Brews. We'll be back again next week on episode 16, which happens to be the week of or the week prior. The week
Prior to
prior
Mania,
to
yeah,
Mania week. So
because
a
then it would
lot
just be that
happened.
last week, and bro, we got these
And
next 2 weeks coming up, man, are gonna be sick, bro.
I'm fucking ready, dude.
Because that
Anyways,
third week we will be live, fucking for WrestleMania Night 1, bro. Let's
yes,
fucking
we
go.
will. Yes, we will. So, guys, please don't forget to tune in. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, share, do whatever the fuck you want. Just stay too fucking sweet.
Sweet.
And we will see you guys next week. Take care.
Let's go.